King Lobo. Thank you, Mantis.
Yes, thank you, Mantis. The anchor stood its first official test, and
What was also cool was my Mac Mini was working, and imported everything while I was sleeping. I captured everything that I filmed on the GoPros today, as well as everything that was on the SD card in the little camera. So that's it. This is Studio Galopin and Navigation Table Galopin. Pretty cool, I think.
everything has its place so that it will be safe during navigation.
And I'm off before all the charter boats come, and I'm going to head across back to Lanzarote and try another anchorage over there.
Practice makes perfect, and I needed practice with my jibes. I cannot allow this type of accidental jibe to happen when I've got guests aboard with me. The line for the boom brake got caught in the main sheet sail traveler, and the sheet pulley also got tangled up. As well, the general furl got all knotted up. But once everything was sorted, Galopin hit his stride, as I did. And I jibed again and again. Yes, practice makes perfect, and I'm far from perfect, and I'll be practicing maneuvers as long as I sail.
Not a great jibe, but better than the last one, right?
I'm back to the naked beach at Papagayo. And today it seems a lot more agitated than the times I went with Daniel and Sarai. It was not ideal to anchor in the swell, but it was perfect to test out the Mantis again. As promised by its designers and manufacturers, the Mantis anchor stood its ground and dug in deep enough to hold Galopin's 10 tons in the rolling waves. As well, it was a good opportunity to swim ashore and get a closer look at the beach and its daytime residents. After being tossed around by the surf, it was time to get back to Galopin. After all, I did not come equipped with a beach towel and umbrella, or even a bathing suit for that matter.
Well, this is a good test for the Mantis anchor. Good amount of swell here, some wind. It seems to be holding out, and I swam to the naked beach. Beautiful, it's nice, except it's a bit swelly to be here at anchor. So I'm going to move over to the other side because this is a northeastern wind. So try around the other side. It'll be less swell, but there'll be less naked people. Well, my third anchorage went pretty successfully well. No hitch. I tried it 3 times because I kept drifting a little close to the edge of the beach and it didn't look too good. So 3rd time was a charm. I was well anchored, and the 3rd anchorage after Lobo, the nude beach, and here in Papagayo. And I'm going to Marina Rubicon now. So here I am at Marina Rubicon. I made a very nice smooth mooring into this berth, one of my better ones. Pretty happy. Even the marinero said perfecto. So I was like, all en douceur, total suavecito, super sweet, super gentle. So I'm here just for the night, and tomorrow I have to go get a part for my anchor at the store there, Arrecife Diffusion from Virginia. And I think Pilou and Aurelie are here, so I'm gonna see if they're around. So I'm gonna go say hi to Aurelie and Pilou. They've moved here from Arrecife, and they're gonna start doing their charter thing. Just called them, they're back, they got some people with them. I'm gonna go say hi. The only thing is, their pontoon is all the way around the whole marina, so we get a tour of this little Disneyland-like marina. It's really cute. Very touristy though compared to Arrecife, but it's really cool. I really like it here. The guests here at the marina even have a pool, so if you come here and spend the night in your yacht or your boat, there's a nice pool for people here, for guests. So it's a bit luxurious, you know, but it's good luxurious. It's still in your flip-flops and t-shirts. Look who's here! Voilà, c'est les Aureliennes.
Les Aureliennes, oui.
They're both named Aurelie, so they're Aurelians.
We are not sisters. No.
No.
Just friends.
So I met up with fellow Swiss Aurelie and Frenchman Pilou.
Hey, look who's here, it's Pilou, man.
What's up, buddy?
Represent France!
And Switzerland for sure.
They were saying goodbye to another sailing couple they had met through YouTube.
Du coup, tu t'es barré?
Non, j'avais envie de naviguer, putain.
I have huge respect for the families out there sailing the world with their kids. I wish I could have chatted with them, but they had more important things to do than to chat with an old timer like me. They had a baby to put to bed.
Bye! The other reason I came here to Marina Rubicon is because they have a ship handler store that's a bit more complete, and I couldn't find this part for my anchor to attach to the chain in a proper size 10mm chain. I found it in Arrecife for 8mm chain. So I've come here to Arrecife Diffusion to buy this because I called them and they had the part. So another reason to come down here. Leaving Marina Rubicon with my friends Pilou and Aurelie, who are now based in Rubicon, and they've got a couple that they're entertaining, and we decided to go out together and take shots of each other's boats. So nice brisk wind, and just jibed a second ago, pretty effortlessly. So my exercises from yesterday helped out. Just making some order and cleaning this up a little bit in here because I don't like all these lines hanging around, and you can get tangled up and fall. So, and I don't like that. So these are mostly my reefing lines. I've taken in 2 reefs, so they're a bit long in the cockpit here, and I like to clean all this up. And then I put these little handy straps here in the companionway to hold everything in place. Easy access, and it's out of the way, so I can go up and down the companionway without tripping. And just need to put away the mainsail halyard, and we're good. gonna miss them. Hey man, I met them through YouTube, and then next thing you know, we're sailing together. How awesome is that? Woo! Some waves here. Yeah. So this is that's the deal with sailing. You meet a lot of people, but you have to say goodbye to them at one point or another. But there's a good chance you'll meet them again, because guess what? The world is round. Those guys are great. I really like them. And well, there it is. Now I'm going back up to Arrecife. The wind is starting to pick up. It's going to be sporty.
Heading back north along Lanzarote's east coast is often a challenge. Wind in the face and waves that get bigger as you get further from the coast. The best course is to tack back and forth and try to hug the coast to steer away from the swell that slows you down. As well, it's great to practice tacking. One thing I've understood is balancing Galopin's sails, and when that's achieved, he practically sails himself. I love this view of me and Galopin. I can see all the mistakes I make and it helps me improve. Kind of like watching your golf swing as to improve it. Watching this makes me cringe a bit though. My tacking abilities have improved so much more since I filmed this. I'm sure many of you are not so keen on me walking the deck without being tethered. To be quite honest, I don't know if my chances of surviving falling overboard would be better dangling from a lifeline and being dragged underwater at these speeds, or just falling overboard. The acceleration zones between the islands are well known by sailors. But the one that builds up as you near Arrecife is not so well known, unless you spend some time there and experience it yourself. You can always add an extra 10 knots wind speed to the forecast. I wanted to sail all the way to the entrance of the port, but after a gust that hit 33 knots, and pounding crisscrossing waves made it clear it was time to furl the Genoa and turn on the motor for the remaining hour or so. I felt ready for another challenge, sailing further north to what many say is their favorite island of all the Canary Islands, Isla de Graciosa.